Every pen has a story to tell. And every great story starts with a challenge. For many young refugees, that daunting challenge is finding their voice, their confidence, and a place to belong. My name is Percival Tussamba, and this is my story. I'm from Angola. I came to the UK in 2017 as a asylum seeker due to my father's affiliation with FLEC. FLEC stands for the Front for the Liberation of the Enclave of Cabinda. And Cabinda is located in the north part of Angola. It's an enclave that is rich in natural resources, especially oil, which benefits many countries. And just like what happens in the Congo, that wealth does not translate to the prosperity of its own people. Instead, the people from Cabinda live in far poorer condition than the rest. But today, I'm here to talk about my experience since coming to the UK. And since then, I always felt the need to search for a nest, a place where I could belong. But it wasn't easy, because most of the time, I was seen as the person that came to take opportunity and disrupt peace. And that created an environment where misunderstanding and mistrust made me feel isolated and excluded from the very community I wanted to call home. I remember the first couple of months just walking around, exploring the town, and letting time pass and feeling just like anyone else. And then I had the stranger in town syndrome. I was confused. I didn't know why. I was just walking. But as they described, I was a matter out of place. I didn't take it personally, but deep down, I felt discriminated and I felt alienated. But that desire of looking for a place where I truly belong never went away. Then, I found boxing. I was invited to a boxing club called Oakley ABC in Bognor Regis. Boy, it was no joke. I don't know if you've ever been to a boxing club before, but let me tell you, as soon as I stepped in the building, let me hold back, the atmosphere itself was raw, intense, and humbling. And as soon as I stepped in the building, all I could hear was punching landing on the bags, and the skipping rope snapping, and the coach shouting, and the air was thick with sweat and determination. So I introduced myself, and I tried my best to follow along. But I was terrible, literally. I couldn't skip, I couldn't do shadow boxing, I couldn't understand half of the instruction that the coach were given, and to make things worse, I was running away from the punches. But with the support of the coaches and the energy of the gym, something changed. And right there, I told myself, I belong here. It took a while to get better, but I kept showing up day after day. And a year later, I had my very first boxing bout, which I won by TKO. Whether in the ring where I learned to fight back or in a classroom, boxing became a turning point for me. It wasn't just about the physical strength, it was also the mental toughness, because boxing itself taught me perseverance, patience, and persistence. I believe that those skills are essential to succeed in life, and I apply them every single day. Because boxing allowed me to push through the challenges, to push through the pains, and to stay focused and never give up. And I applied that on my studies as well, because there were times where I faced step-backs at university. But if it wasn't for boxing, I wouldn't be doing a third-year biomedical engineering studies at Queen Mary. And boxing allowed me to rebuild my strength, to give me my confidence and find a purpose in life. And I think it's about the time to give back and send the ladder back down. So Just imagine with me. Imagine a place where young people from refugee background can feel a sense of belonging, can rewrite their own stories, and can learn how to box, and can feel like they are present and they belong in that place. Just imagine that place. Imagine if we call it PT Square Fitness. PT as in personal training. PT also reflecting my name, Percival Tussamba. And the square symbolizes exponential growth and transformation. I believe that that place will help young people and will break barriers so they don't fall in harmful cycles of lack of opportunities and feeling isolated and feeling like they don't belong to a place. And PT Square Fitness will allow them to rebuild their strength, to boost their confidence, and also be able to give back to the community that they belong. As time progresses, I would like to see those exact same young people giving back to their community, running the right station to a wider community. And if I dare to dream big, I would like to see this place as a home for the refugee Olympic team. So we build that bridge between the next generation and inspire next generation as well. Because I believe in the boxing's power to transform anyone's life, especially young refugees that deserve the support to thrive. Because that transformation happened in my life. Without boxing, I don't believe I would be here standing in the Brighton Dome talking to you guys. And also, not just because of boxing, but the people that I met along the way. The key workers that supported me, the friends at Oakley ABC, what's up, Faz? The Hummingbird Project, hello, Elaine. And my family at Fight for Peace, hey, Silvino. And I Fight for Peace because that's where I coach boxing right now. And I believe that PT Square Fitness cannot just be a place, but also a movement and a tool, a space that can allow young refugees to rewrite their stories. Thank you.